Okay, welcome to this Maya course on creating a logo. Okay, so let's have a look at our project. What we want to do is I've got a logo to create in Maya, a 3D logo for a dental company. Now let's go and have a look at my assets. They've already got a logo, which I'll show you here. And they want it turned into a 3D logo within Maya. For other things, we can spin it around and put it into live footage or images, that sort of thing. So we're going to produce this logo in 3D. Now the first thing I've done is I've taken this logo and I've actually turned it into vectors within Illustrator. So we're going to jump into Illustrator and I'm going to show you what I've done with the logo. Okay, so we're in Illustrator now. I've basically just created this in vectors. So I basically placed the image in there and I've traced it all out because the client didn't have a vector already. Now this is in the native Illustrator format, but I need to do certain things to make sure that it reads properly in Maya. So as you can see, it's in Illustrator format. And I've got a background here. So the first thing I don't need is I don't need a background. All I want is this text, and it doesn't matter if the text is colored or not. Now at the moment I've got two layers, so I could turn the background off, but I'm actually going to delete it out. So let's just delete that out, and let's actually throw this layer in the bin as well. Now let's select all of our text and just come over here and just click this so it's default black and white, and then I'm going to swap the colors around so it's black, and I'm just going to get rid of the stroke by selecting this top one and making sure it's on none. So that gives me my logo in black. So now what we need to do is export it in a format that's going to be readable within Maya. So I'm going to go to File and I'm going to go to Save As a copy, and I'm going to go to EPS. So I want to save it as an Illustrator EPS. So I'm going to click Save now, and I'll get some options that pop up into my box here. And I'm going to save it as Illustrator 8 EPS. I find that that works quite well. You can leave the format as TIFF 8-bit color, doesn't really matter. And then I'm just going to click OK. And saving this document, don't worry about that. And click OK. Okay, so now I can close this down. And inside of my folder now I will have my Jiva logo EPS, and that's what we're going to use in Maya. So let's have a look at the folder structure before I end this part of the lesson. I created a folder called Jiva, which is the name of the client, and I've created another folder called Jiva model, and inside of here is where I'll put my Maya files, and outside of that I've got an assets folder. Okay, so that's how I've got my setup. So set yourself up, and in the next lesson we'll set the project within Maya.